I've been kind of sitting on a book for 20 years called Glob Tales. It's Glob Tales is the name of the series. With the first book, I'm calling Jordan Nights. When I say sitting on it, I mean I have started and never finished it. I've started and stopped and started and stopped. And it's probably been a good 2 months since I've done any writing on it whatsoever, because I put it down again. I'm so ready. I wish I could concentrate enough to sit down and actually write, because this is our money maker. Fantasy might not, it might not be a big blockbuster thing, but I'm not talking about being a millionaire. I'm just talking about paying the bills as a writer, paying all the bills and getting out of the cubicle. And that's my goal. And this series, this book, I've got so many really, really good characters. I mean, they're so awesome. And it's like, when I finish this book, because I'm going to do it, it's hard to discipline myself to do it. But when I finish it, it's going to get me out of the cubicle. I mean, not right away. I mean, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. But when I start this series rolling, people will be like, man, I like this writer. And you know, that'll lend people to read my autobiographical memoir books. It'll lend people to ask me more questions, to want another one. I've got stories for at least 6 books in my head. I just haven't written them down. I haven't finished writing. And that's the hard part. Not the starting, because I've started. It's the finishing. That's what's really hard for me, to finish writing a story, finish writing a book, not just a story. No, it's not just a couple pages here. I mean, I'm working on a book. We're talking a couple hundred pages just on the first book. That's going to be short. The ones, I've got so many other stories in my head. It's just, but I haven't written them, so I've got to work on becoming disciplined enough to really write them. And I say get back to glob. That's what I tell them off. Get back to glob. Because glob is the name of this fictional world. Similar to Earth, but not. It's a science fiction fantasy. Science fiction because, well, it's sciencey. Fantasy because it's not on Earth. I mean, glob is circular. That's a running joke. Nobody will get that except for my wife. But I used to put her to sleep every night before we had DirecTV, before we had TV in our bedroom even, you know, which I don't really, you know, I don't need to watch TV to fall asleep. I don't need to have something going. But my wife needs to have something going. She needs to have some audio. I would tell her stories about glob. I would start, and the reason why glob is circular is a joke, because that's how I started. Some nights, say glob is circular, and she was asleep as soon as I said that. It's just put her out. I'm not that, I don't know, maybe I am boring, but I don't think I'm that boring. I think it's just she's tired and I have a great voice. I don't know. If you have a book inside of you, write it. I think it's important that we write what's inside, get it out.